they seem to be taking more damage than the barbarian or the demon hunter. I guess it's just kind of careless play, but being a character that is, as you see, not wearing much armor and relying on strikes, punches, you can easily be overwhelmed, I think, by a big group of mobs. Sorry. Thought now after about, but see, now I'm kind of trapped there, but of course I can dash out, but oh, that hurt. So you really want to be careful that you don't get stuck.
Not enough spirit. My injuries are too severe.
Oh, this is not good. I think I'll have to wait till I can use my potion. There we go. Ah, got some health rolls here. If you want to dash out, you have to make sure you're clicking far enough, because if you just click here behind the enemy, it will actually dash behind that said enemy and not in the spot that you're clicking. So you really have to exaggerate where you want to go and to make sure that you're not just gonna go straight to the next mob if you're getting a lot of damage. There's the... Where is it? Oh, there. Okay. I have to find a way down there. I guess for a video like this, having the cursor would be good, so I'll just cut this video and start using the cursor from now on. Okay, now you should see the cursor on the screen. Probably turned it off for recording some World of Warcraft yesterday, which didn't work out, but we didn't get a kill that I wanted.
The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have
Press
suffered.
S and then you get this window to make sure you want to skip the event. And we do, so I'll just do that.
I will save you.
Stay back!
No, that's an execution. So even though the monk has 3 kind of hits that you combo into, they all do the same amount of damage, so you don't have to kind of to 2 smaller hits and then a 3rd big hit. They're all the same damage. It's just the animation that's different.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
It was not.
It is
Because I have a
wonderful
quest.
to hear that Leah is well. I fear the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to
Time runs
not
yes.
much.
My strides grow longer.
Level 5. Still nothing fun. Oh, nice latency. As mentioned in the last video, the beta servers are still only in the US, so you get quite a high latency, and you can notice that
The key,
affecting the
Leah.
abilities. Nothing dramatic, and it isn't that annoying, but you can still notice it.
Yes, I've got some new things in today that I... Did you hear? Old Rumford has us down to half rations.
Blacksmith. Deckard Kane said you could help me find the crown of...
Not now.
It is regret.
Thank you.
One thing I really want to try out is joining a public game and having playing some 4-player cooperative. Just to see how it feels and how, if you can stray far from each other or if you're bound to some screen range limit or something. Because I think, well, I at least myself will want to play a lot of cooperative. It's
This must be done.
I think it's more enjoyable when you're playing with friends, especially if you have 4 players in the same game. You actually have to use your abilities because all the mobs will scale, especially bosses and such will do a lot more damage. Some of you probably remember the Diablo 2 if you brought up the console and wrote /players 8, then you had a higher chance of getting nice items when you killed bosses, but also some boss abilities work pretty hard.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your...
As it happens,
I can help you find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
There's a big pack coming this time. Stand your ground.
Kind of remind me of Raccoon.
That's the last of them. The bridge is clear.
Scavengers are...
I really can't wait to get this game. Right now I'm in a bit of a situation where I'm not sure what I want to play. There's some games I play occasionally. World of Warcraft is down to just logging in for raids. There's really nothing else to do there, but I do enjoy the raiding a lot, so it's not a problem. Somehow Battlefield didn't quite cut it. I'm not sure what it was. It's just that I would wanted to play a lot more Battlefield 2-ish, where you had team control, you had a commander, you had objectives. Now it's just kind of feels like you have 16 versus 16 players running around on their own and not working together. But this definitely is a game that you can easily play alone. You can play it with friends. You can play it for a short while. You can do marathon sessions. And with the very distinct differences between classes, when you get bored with one, you can easily switch to the next. And I think there won't be as, how should I put it? There's not going to be like one main character that you play and then the rest are just kind of for having fun. I think you'll actually be playing several different classes and just trying stuff out. Kind of going with a feel. And the change from Diablo 2 that you leveled a character and you had to think about the build while leveling, because you had to know where you want to put. That's a nice screen freeze. Almost killed me.
I will not do that.
And now to run away.
My will falters.
There we go. That's pretty close. So as I was saying, you had to plan your build, because once you put in the skill points, there was no way of getting them back.
No more potions.
So with this new system, you just put runes in whatever skill you want, and I think that's a great idea. Some hardcore Diablo players, of course, will argue that was part of the charm of Diablo 2, that you had to have such a planned out character. But when you're not sure, if your character plan has to involve reading guides and going point for point and specific items, that requires a lot of time, a lot of effort. This is definitely a more well, kind of casual, but more friendly and more intuitive, that you can go a lot more based on your feel. If you want to do something specific, if you want to have an ability behave a certain way, you can. You just run out of combat for a while and switch the runes, and I think that's really a good idea. There are no, at least not yet, there are no stat points to put. You gain the stat points based on your items. So there still is a lot of things. Resistances, specific, lifesteal, stuff you had. But apparently everything comes through the gear you wear. So, and again the 10-minute marker hit mid-sentence. So as I was talking about the gear, so I think you don't have to put any stat points at any point of the game. All the stat increases you get just are based on the gear. I haven't gotten any stat increases. Well, there's hatred regeneration, holy damage. But that will become clearer later on once you start getting some more levels. But at least not in this beta, you don't have any skill points to put.
returns.
That's nice. Ooh. I feel like I should cover up. That's like a medieval kind of evening cocktail dress made of leather. Well, there's no reason why not to look good when you're killing the undead. Okay, Fist of Thunder, first rune for the monk. Let's see what we get. Every third punch releases chain lightning instead of causing knockback, and now that is very much needed. I missed that one too at some point. So either a series of rapid punches that also shoot chain lightning, that can't be bad, and deadly reach, multiple enemies in a row with each attack. I think I'll have that. Also, now that I reached level 6, I gained 1 strength, 3 dexterity, 1 intelligence, and 2 vitality. Dexterity was the monk primary attribute, so it simply increases all damage. And strength increases all damage for barbarian. Intelligence increases all damage for witch doctors and wizards. So they really simplified the whole stat attributes. I wonder if there is any health regeneration at all. I think you have to use globes and potions. Oh well. Let's go kill. So I now have the deadly reach. Looks like. I'm not really sure how it works. Is it like a attack that carries through, or is it multiple enemies in a row? So apparently it's like the attack continues from your punch and goes forward as the have a look. The Fists of Thunder. This actually releases a chain lightning. Let's have a look at that. Wait for that to activate.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Okay, that third punch definitely looks different. I'll just have to find some enemies. There we go. Okay, that definitely helps when you're in a large pack of mobs. The range is pretty long, so what you can do
No more
is,
potions.
I want to get that glowed. You can basically keep hitting the boss and kind of chain lightning all the mobs around. That was quite nice. Some more armor and Yes, you seem to be taking a lot of damage. I might even try wearing a shield to see if that matters. Lots of stuff. I want that increased attack speed. Oh. Or holy damage. Maybe that. Sounds nice. See, I think the Deadly Reach works at the way that, in a way that when you punch, the attack kind of continues straight forward.
Grave robbers have defiled my tomb. Return.
So it's handy for punching into a large group. This rune to Fists of Thunder just creates the chain lightning that'll hit pretty much always. It seems to have quite a long range. See, it's bouncing really far. So I don't actually have to worry about those skeletons spawning. I'll just keep hitting the boss and chain lightning will bounce. You don't have to hit the same enemy 3 times. It seems like it's always the third punch. So 1, 2, 3, and on the third one, regardless of who you're hitting, you get that chain lightning. But it has to be in quite a tight combo, otherwise it won't work. So I guess there's some kind of timer on the chain lightning proc. That's pretty cool. Show some more of that Deadly Reach. See if I could learn to use it. How did I miss that again? Oh well. Roundhouse kicks, and I get to go Chuck Norris all over your face. Good against small groups of enemies. Didn't have that rune yet. Okay. So let's have a look at that. Roundhouse kick to the face.